Hello and a happy new year again. I hope you are feeling great and are ready to continue the journey that is Rogue Trader. I'm exactly where I left off last time. The Leash's Palace is in front of us on the space station, which name I already forgot because I played this with Footfall. Yeah. Footfall Station, that was the name. I haven't played this game for 2 weeks almost now, as I got dragged off by other stuff, but let's continue. Also, it was kind of frustrating after not recording my voice in the last episode, and yeah, it's really frustrating
I
if you
dare not provoke the whispers.
talk 2 hours without recording it, basically. My patience, remember the way out. Dismissed. Valadim, what has it put such hard words in your mouth? You talk like you're an imperial clerk, not one of us. Where's my cargo, Valadim? Velko has it, doesn't he? That's how you do business with your old friend these days? So, you do not remember. Then the help will remind you. Guards, escort her out. Escort her out. Hey, there, remove. Jay, get going while he's letting you go. Drown your sorrows at the massacres and thank your lucky stars that you were able to walk out the door. You will not get the chance next time. Yeah, what I was wanted to say is I'm even not sure if I should read all these texts out. I mean, let's be fully honest here. This playthrough was not getting a lot of traction with like minimum views and nobody really watching it, so I feel like I should just enjoy the game for myself. And I mean, if there's still people, they can follow me along this journey, but I don't see the need to read all these texts out. I feel like it's also way more relaxing and enjoyable for myself if I just read it, and yeah, I mean, you get the same chance to do so, so that's how we're gonna roll now. I'm sorry. Let me know if you think that it's really lazy and shit by me, but yeah, I just have to go by the analytics, and basically, even though I really want to finish this, just because I started it, I don't see much sense in terms of growing the channel in any case or form. So it is what it is. Certainly, let's go. I was expecting a welcome more befitting a visit from a rogue trader, not a sea. My apology. It was not a sign of disrespect. And there, I'm again reading it. Toward your esteemed personage. Please allow me to prove it. Okay. Maybe I should stick to what I've actually said. But, you know, it's hard to keep, like, some kind of engagement and like, read it for yourself. But okay, I'm really not sure I should continue this, so let's just get this going for now. Let's talk business. On behalf of the elite of Footfall Station, I offered you my condolences, Lord Van Valencius. We mourn Lady Theodora's loss, and we hope this sentiment is taken as a sign of our good intentions and willingness to cooperate. Yeah, I feel like it doesn't work if I don't read it. Because I cannot really talk over it, otherwise this would be a lot of just dead space, which the last episode already had, kind of. Thank you, Liege. A horrible loss, a terrible loss for all of us. I've heard more sincere expressions of grief. I hope that under your guidance the dynasty can recover from this blow and attain even greater power. I am impressed by your prudence. Your decision to arrive on Footfall incognito without announcing either the death of the previous rogue trader or your own status was quite wise. The rumors will spread sooner or later. It is impossible to keep secret something that is known to the thousands of people serving on a void ship, but for now you are free to reap the benefits of anonymity. Anonymity? Yeah. Nah. As you may have noticed, Footfall is currently in a state of crisis. Its people would benefit from the patronage of a figure such as yourself. Who was that woman that warned throughout? And that woman walking, some, however, still call her Jay Haydari, a small-time hustler with big ambitions that will lead her to a sticky end. It's strange a small-time hustler, even a particularly audacious one, would likely quarrel in a public with a figure as important as the Liege of Footfall. What seems stranger still is that the Liege knows the small fry by name. She's irrelevant, since I'm the one in control of the situation on Footfall. I can speak on behalf of all of its noteworthy residents. I was attacked right at the docks. Let's start with this. An outrageous stunt, a show of disrespect for both you and me, sadly. Such incidents on Footfall are akin to natural disasters impossible to predict or preempt. They simply happen. Many consider Footfall to be a pirate den, but believe me when I say that there's a difference between organized crime and gangs of thugs who have nothing to lose. You were attacked by the latter. The N-verse are a gang of punks who spit in our customs and hierarchy. Even their leader is more akin to an ideologue, a rebel rouser who calls for people's heads, not a commander. Sooner or later we will find him and have him strung up. They will likely cool his followers' enthusiasm. Behind their carefully built facade of composure, you sense anger. It appears that this man is not used to losing control, but that is exactly what is happening. I would like to know more about the Anvers gang. Why haven't they been dealt with? I'm sorry for the loss of your assistant. The negligence with which you do business is insulting for an individual of my stature. Grin at him. I can tell you, they have been a real pain for you. I bet you'd love to cut those jokers, wouldn't you? Come on, admit it. You wouldn't you? Let's go with the negligence. We wanna keep our posture here. I beg your pardon, your lordship, but it was your wish to arrive on Footfall Incognito. By doing so, you have deprived me of the opportunity to provide you with numerous guards befitting your high status. Therefore, I strongly advise you to exercise caution on the station until you decide to publicly announce that Footfall has the honor of hosting a rogue trader. What sort of patronage do you seek me for? Protection, not military protection, but a different kind of security. You have, of course, already encountered difficulty with warp navigation on your way here. I am afraid the scope of this difficulty extends far beyond this area. Reports of disrupted routes and ships vanishing during short jumps are coming in from across the entire sector. Communication with the Calixis sector has been extremely unstable. Of the ships that have been dived into the Maw in recent years, none have yet returned. The last ship that came through the Maw from the other side was struck by a temporal anomaly. The jump took almost 2 decades in real space-time. You have heard of periods of warp instability, including cases where the Maw blah blah blah. That, I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not disrespecting it. Very well written, but I need to shorten this. As far as I heard, this game is 80 to 100 hours, and I kinda got scared reading this much. And this brings us to our main issue. Footfall is a repair shipyard and a trading post. We barely produce anything ourselves and are largely dependent on incoming shipments, especially food shipments. The station naturally has some reserves, but the supply issues didn't start yesterday. Footfall would be obliged if House Van Valencius would assist us by signing a contract for food deliveries. It can't be the only one you have asked for help. Naturally, I tried contacting other rock traders, but the terms of House Corda would have bled Footfall dry, and as for the esteemed Caligos Winterscale, instead of a food shipment from him, I received a transport the Navika packed with refugees. I had to send them off to Foulstone. So many extra mouths to feed would have only worsened the crisis further. I suppose all these warp fluctuations must have created more pressing concerns for Lord Winterscale, and so I put my faith in you, the third and last of Footfall allies. So Footfall is cut off from all of its shipments, the local gangs are running wild, and the local hustlers are throwing tantrums in your residence. Are you positive you're in control of the situation? So what are the terms of this deal? With a stone expression, you are very perceptive. Well, now you know what you're buying. The situation is difficult, but should you decide to offer your support, you will forget about the existence of trading hubs other than Footfall, because you will not have more loyal friends anywhere else. So what are the terms of this deal? It is simple. Delivery of food shipments from your fertile worlds, Janus. I imagine I'm quite familiar with the jewel of the Van Valencia's protectorate in exchange for fair payment. Get on your knees and ask properly, then I will help. The payment will be unfair, as I will be robbing you blind, but you will remain in charge. Do we have a deal? Very well. I will help you with food shipments in Iconoclast. I will help Footfall, but not out of desire for profit. I have no interest in obtaining any favors in kind of or becoming a patron, only in saving people's life. I won't help you. Deal with your problems yourself. Let's go with the truth. The leisure Footfall has come with a request about okay. This is a reasonable business proposal. I wouldn't have even gotten this much from the esteemed Insignia Corda. She would have both robbed us and asserted her own authority, so I agree. He pauses, then adds a dry smile. You're a dangerous man, your lordship. What is happening in the Shadow Quarters? Why is there a quarantine? Or that. Who knows? It could be an actual epidemic, or perhaps the two families that started it all just came down with food poisoning at the same time. We're on a space station. The best solution here is to isolate the area and wait for the problem to resolve itself. I've been told that when the previous league was faced with a similar situation, he ordered that the entire asteroid be detached and dropped into the star. Could have at least supplied the people trapped in the quarantine zone with food and water. I wish to help the people in quarantine who will have medicine delivered to them from my ship. I wish to enter the quarantine zone. You are right, Leash. The deaths of people in the quarantine zone is a necessary price to pay for the station's security. Well, I want to enter it, so maybe let's go with that one first. Out of the question, would be putting both yourself and the station at risk. Coercion. I believe I said I wish to enter the quarantine zone. You would dare defy the will of a rogue trader? Succeeded. Your imprudence could spell the end of you and the entire station, but as you wish, I will have my people clear a small passage for you. It will take time, mind you. The place has been mined properly. It will take days, if not more, but you will get your way. I would like to know more about the Anvers gang. I've been using all of my resources to delay the moment when the station is hit by famine. I haven't gotten around the Anvers yet. As detrimental as they are no players. When their leader dies, the rest will scatter. What's the situation in the region? Troubling. Xenos raids are growing more frequent. Trade is suffering, and fringe worlds are going under. Rumors of atrocities being committed by enemies of humanity are causing excessive panic due to their exotic nature. The core of the Imperial forces in the Corona's expanse had departed for the sector's borders to combat the Xenos press. There has been no word from them for a while now. Then again, with the distance and the current issues with Astropath, that is not entirely out of the ordinary. Still, we are not yet alone. From several of our worlds hit by Xenos attacks, we have received reports of fierce warriors who've descended from the sky and entered the fray. The fragmentary accounts led me to believe that the blessed adeptus Astartes are operating in the Corona's expanse, and I await news of their victories with great anticipation. Have there been any Xenos attacks on Footfall? No, they have not. Attacking Footfall in general is not a particularly reasonable thing to do. Many ships are docked here at any given time, and even the listed weapons on board them would make for a decent fighting force, and that's not even to mention the firepower that our esteemed merchants have shamefully hidden from the station customs officials. For us here, Xenos are more of a source of income than a threat. Are we talking about dealing in Xeno artifacts here? Dogmatic, you should consider your words more carefully. An admission like that sounds dangerously close to heresy. I find this utterly unacceptable. I have no desire to speak about this, but my seneschal is a good listener. Lay your disgraceful gossip on him. I hear you must have misunderstood. What I meant was loyal servants of the Emperor often trade their spoils here on Footfall, including those claimed in battle with other worldly beasts. Any other form of interaction with Xenos are, of course, persecuted without mercy. Where does one go to make a few deals here on the station? Here I am the main dealer on the station, and it would be disrespectful of me to suggest that you take your business to Footfall traders of lesser importance. Still, you might take an interest in a few people of note. For example, Reverend Doloroso, the servant of the Ecclesiar, is rumored to purchase sacred relics from captains, and other traders don't seem keen on becoming his competitors. If you're looking for goods that can entertain you, find Octaviana at the establishment called the Adeptus Amescus. The chemical bliss that she offers is refined and possesses a satisfactory degree of purity. Just do not ask her to pour you her signature drink. It's meant for common Footfall rebel, not discerning clientele. Let's have a look at the stuff. Oh. Okay. Let's first get the stuff that we are able to get for free anyhow. What is that? Stop revolver. Actually good damage. Might be a capable second weapon. Eldari plasma grenades. That sounds awfully heretic, actually. But let's take them. And let's see if we can even somewhat raise our reputation. Only with weapons. They don't give too much though, but it's kind of the same everywhere. Weapons do not really give you that much. And let's just trade all that stuff in. Oh, wasn't even enough for the second level. What a waste. The poor children. Okay, so I'm not even exactly sure how this
If
has
such
helped
is the
me now.
Emperor's will.
Let's quickly have another talk to him. Greetings, blah blah blah. Let's get down to Mr. I have some questions about Footfall. Rest assured, I will. As a certain custom of Footfall, any rogue trader who arrives at the station and docks is considered to be its absolute ruler and the leash their loyal servants. That makes me your servant. However, as long as you remain incognito, it will be difficult for you to use this privilege. Keep this in mind if you wish to communicate with the less knowledgeable inhabitants of the station. For them, you are an ordinary visitor to Footfall. So I'm free to push you around however I like. That would be undesirable. It will be difficult for me to convince the venerable Calicus Winterscale, a patron of Footfall for many decades, that my actions were not personal whims, but rather the orders of some rogue trader who arrived on the station incognito. If it were me, I would not believe it for a second. You will be displeased upon finding this. Okay. This demons encroached upon and will try to take it back. In Calicus Winterscale, displeasure is a very, very hazardous phenomenon. A fight between two rogue traders will ensue, and as ridiculous as it may sound, its outcome will most likely depend on the allegiance of the station's humble liege. Something tells me you used to be a bit of a bandit yourself. You are not wrong, my past was long and bloody, but in the end I rose from running a gang that had stakes in claim to the treatment filter station to becoming the leash of Footfall. Many died to make this possible, and those who survived figured it would be more convenient to put me at their head than continue the slaughter of the turf war. I can only hope that my elevation and the peace that came with it have done the station good. And what will happen to you if I tell everything I have just heard to the leaders of the other gangs? Does it sound logic to... Let's go with that. I appreciate your breadth of thinking. In this day and age, few choose to allow themselves such a thing. The Gasbalika mission, a criminal syndicate that has seized control of the entirety of the coal trade in the sector. Xenos creations are in high demand, and so every single colony has a Gasbalikan agent or two. Opposing their commercial interests is a lot more dangerous than using their merchandise. He glances at you cautiously. I'm not intimidated by them, obviously, and I do everything in my power to keep them away from Footfall, but my power has its limits. Blasphemous of impure thought. Coal trade is a shameful encroachment on the privileges of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Okay. But let's see. Obviously, I should have gotten another main mission.
What deeds
now.
await us?
Let's have a quick check. Is there anything to loot around here? Doesn't look like it for sure. But then again, this side was kind of
This
cut off.
master-crafted patella
Okay,
ornament
just like
is
that.
not fit for a servitor.
Lord Captain, I am pleased to report that the inspections have been completed and all identified system failures have been resolved. The warship is ready to depart for Footfall. The crew is waiting for your further instructions, and there are also a number of issues that needed to be addressed.
Something ominous lurks
Ah
ahead.
yeah, okay. I remember like the ship was closed in the docks for inspection, so I couldn't leave the station. Let's have a quick look at the journal. What else I might have to be doing here. That is actually done. Visit the leash. This is done. This is done. Okay. That's not on this one. Oh yeah, I need to go into the zone and find out about the Rot and the gang. Yeah, I think I have to go into the quarantine zone basically, because I still have a lot of missions going on there. Let's actually follow this one. I guess I cannot really, so... Okay.
The future is never certain.
A well-groomed young man calls out to you. He's clean-shaven and dressed in clothes that are expensive but unshowy. What a bright Aquila embroidered in a prominent spot. Noble sir, a minute of your time, if you please. I am Bastian in Derama, youngest cousin of House Corda, envoy of... Okay. Rogue trader of the Corona's expense by the grace of the most holy emperor. And you must be an envoy of Theodora von Valencius. I noticed that you arrived on the esteemed lady's ship. Corda. They are some of the most influential rogue traders in the Corone's expanse, but not on Footfall. The station is under control of House Winterscale. Something tells me that we are about to hear a most curious offer. Hide the truth, quite right. I'm Lady Theodora's envoy. Theodora was killed. Look up. What did you wish to speak with me about? Let's hide the truth. Splendid, it's a pleasure to be speaking with an equal. Truth be told, I get a little flustered in the presence of the powers that be. What did you wish to speak with me about? A matter of the utmost delicacy. You see, you have been to the residence of the Liege. Valalim almost certainly appealed to you for assistance in the arrangement of shipment to Footfall. The Van Valencia's protectorate is famed for the abundance of its main agri-world Janos. I would be odd for him not to seize such an opportunity when Footfall is on the verge of famine. However, the Corda dynasty pursues its own interests on Footfall. We have already announced our terms to the Liege, but he is stalling. I imagine in hopes of getting a better offer from you. The Corda dynasty believes, Western smiles and gives a light shrug, that cooperation would be preferable for both rogue trader houses. If you refuse Valadim by forcing him to agree to a deal with us, the Corda dynasty can promise you a share of the profits from the future contract, as well as certain other prerequisites. Everybody benefits. The Emperor's most loyal servants should be more concerned with carrying his will through the stars and less with divvying up profit among themselves, especially when the well-being of one of the Imperium's world is at stake, even one such as Footfall. Behind your smile, Master Bastion, teal shadow swirls. Others may not see them, but your worry cannot escape my eyes. What are you afraid of? The house's wrath should these negations prove fruitless, or the wrath of House Van Valencias? They are coming again, brothers of the ones who came before. I just don't get it. Do they all have a death wish? Draw your weapon. I appreciate the warning, Idira. Would you mind elaborating on the terms of your proposal? I am open to cooperating. Business facility is my own. It is not concern of House Quarters. So you seek to rob the station blind, the station that is facing famine, and you're proposing that I join your little feast of vultures. It's simply business, honest and straightforward. Footfall is a den of bandits and profiteers. They may be outright heretics, but they are far from the light of the Imperium. They should be grateful. The rogue traders allow this den to exist in the forward place. Demanding fair payment from them is only right. Bastian smiles and opens his mouth to offer another piece of sugar, and when suddenly the attack starts, which Idira already warned us about. Death to all followers, the envoys of Footfall. Okay, and he dead.
Run,
Never mind.
fools, or fall. Give me strength.
Okay, we're in preparation phase. I just quickly had to double check that. They are flanking. Oh, this is able. For a second there I thought I had the rogue trader Pasquale also go aggressive when it's his turn, actually. Oh, at the very end, then don't go that aggressive. Actually all are kind of shitty spots. Let's put her here. Magenta is a little more tanky. Maybe just there. And you here. Not perfect, but kind of the best I can do right now. Alright. Let's start with a little
I'm afraid not.
buffing.
Isn't this a job for the serfs? If I may.
Just quickly
Me?
give us some
If
tactical
you insist,
zones
Lord
for the
Captain.
extra bonuses.
Do not dare ask.
I like that those don't cost anything. Actually thinking, I mean, if I push ahead a little bit, I could really hurt a lot of them at the same time. Then again, it's really risky.
Emperor, give me strength.
But sometimes you gotta take a risk, right? Also, we are basically going back to the ship now, and she gets healed there, so let's go!
Try to die with grace, at least.
Suffer, heretics! Okay, what else do we have? All enemies in the select contact area. Okay, it doesn't really help us. Let's
I
buff
am a
him a little bit.
navigator, not a servitor.
And continue.
Don't frighten me.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Grenades?
Yeah.
What the hell? These guys are a little bit annoying. Yeah,
Guided by
Argenta is
faith.
not the best one for this, but let's quickly make that one a crispy little fella. Oh, there's another. Oh, there's another 3. I didn't even get that. Then actually make sure. Okay, I cannot go anymore. One of my characters was
I
able
will bathe this
to still walk
battlefield
after
in
attack.
righteous
I
fury.
thought it was her, but obviously not. Let's just make a little snipey shot.
None can escape
Nice
the
one.
Emperor's judgment.
Yes, and so it shall
Doubt
be.
is
And
for
let's
the weak.
adventure. Idira, what am I doing with you? I feel like actually just doing a little tasty cooking
Anything
contest
else?
over here might be nice.
Be gone.
Roasted beef right off the bat. Also, let's give
Will
her the
do.
forewarning, so she is a little bit better off when they attack her, which might happen. Huh. Why not? Why not?
Was that you? Or
A little resolve is never bad.
but of
Also,
course.
let's put hunt down the prey on this one. I really need to start thinning them out. As long as there are so many of the small ones, it's kind of time intensive. Come on, God. What are we paying you for? Okay, actually, I think this is gonna be a good one.
My place
Not
is at the
live.
fore.
I remember correctly, this guy has quite some nice tools for stuff like this.
The more, the better.
Yes. Smash him down.
Victory is imminent.
Let's charge this one.
Indeed.
Let's actually brace for impact.
We'll
And
rule
let's
the
get us
stars
another turn.
themselves.
Then I think I'm just gonna execute this one. Oh, maybe. Hold on. Should I do aim for the open? What was it? Should I did some level ups just before this episode that I had still open.
It will be done.
And actually, I kind of forgot what I did.
I will do my duty.
Okay. I hoped I would be maybe able to get
Bring
one strike
youth
after
to
that,
dust.
but gotta take what you get. Abelard is such a freak. I love how he just basically mows or
A
plows
tactically
through
sound
all
approach.
enemy groups with ease. Is it though? Is it though? Yeah. I mean, I could try to have a shot at this one. Then again, he has an Abelard problem already, so I can just clean these guys off, I guess. Nice hip shot. Appreciate it. That's the true might of a rogue trader. The hip shooting. Casual hip shooting you in the head. That sniper rifle is insane when it comes to damage. Jesus. A little bit late to use that skill, but we good. We good. I mean, this fight is basically already over. There's not that much they can do anymore. Yeah, let's get a little on the Sire Blessing. Okay, sadly couldn't use that skill right now. Cashier. Is she pushing? Or is she
I have
helping?
read
Let's
tomes of
push this,
military tactics. Me?
Let's give him the voice
If you insist,
command
Lord Captain.
again. And
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
basically just over
If
buff
I
him a
may.
little bit. And yeah. Also give him another turn.
I'll paint your death in
Let's
colors.
give him another turn. Sounds pretty decent. One friendly. It's your next movement. What? Okay, I'm not exactly sure what that does.
It will be
As the
done.
description is missing. Don't know why it took that. Must have been good.
At your beck and call. It will be done.
Let's just quickly execute that
I'd
guy.
rather not.
It's not
At
like
your
he's a
beck
real
and call.
opposition.
One
For the
fewer
man with the
target.
power sword.
Battlefields are always drowned in scarlet.
And just make sure we are kind of looking in the right direction in case they try to shoot us.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
Just to use that point, I know it was completely pointless. Can I grill you both? Not from here, but from here, right?
The enemies of the Emperor will be undone! As the Emperor commands, I act.
Chicken! Huh? That chicken is not well done yet.
I'll do it.
That's a signed objective. With some of these skills I'm not
As the
like
Emperor
100%
commands,
sure
I
what
act.
they are doing, but they're good, you know, somehow.
They who discern the future own the
There's
battlefield.
numbers and stuff happening when you do them, so that's always a good thing. Oh, that's an heavy. Let's
Anything
finish the
else?
little one first.
Farewell.
Let's finish the little one first and
Will do.
debuff that one a bit. And go for the next turn. I like that he's attacking the guard. Makes it easier for me. I don't need you right now. Let's just finish the job. Thank you. Okay, what is going on here now? I hope nobody took my loot, because I'm gonna be super pissed they did. Oh, what is that? Heavy armor. Casing chest plate, 30%. Not bad. Not that bad. Quickly gonna go and loot all that stuff before going for anything else. I missed the note there.
Carry the Emperor's will as your torch.
Probably have to talk to anyone to clear this up, or do I? What is this? Envelope from the sector. Watch your back. Make sure you're not being followed. Okay.
The light of terror shines for us.
Hope that worked out good for them. Bastion. Oh. Can loot that guy also. Nice. What did he have? Gas cloud grenade. Crap. Okay. Embarrassing equipment. And he called himself a representative of the rogue traders. Disgraceful. Absolutely disgraceful. Okay, where is that one thing I can still pick up? This is always making me insanely frustrating. Come on. I even saw how I can just not... Okay, I had to click the legs, not the upper body part. There we go.
Look no further. A nice little stroll.
What did this guy have? Okay, plus 10 to awareness, another sniper rifle and a sin skin. The sin skin is pretty good actually. 25% for light armor, that is not too shabby. Is there anyone I can talk with? Not really. Or is there like anything dialogue wise? That is borderline important. Can I help you? No. You cannot, sadly. Then again, I'm not sure that there's anyone on the station that can actually help me. That was Doloroso, the warehouse, and this is where I have to go. What the hell is happening with the camera there? Should be right here. Think. I also made, I would almost say, the mistake of playing Warhammer 40K Chaos Gate Demon Hunters after I played, like, lately. I tried it out, like, I got it for myself for Christmas as it was on discount. And yeah, it's kind of disappointing. After playing Rogue Trader, it's just like so underwhelming. I mean, this game is so much better in every way, shape, sense, and form. I don't know. Obviously, they are, in theory, the one just aims for the tactical battles, and this one is like the full-fledged experience, tactical battles, story, and everything. But even then, the graphics, everything, it's like the faces in Chaos Demon Hunters are so strange. They look almost Fortnite-y. I don't know. It doesn't really fit the overall dark, grim style. But just as a side note. And it's obviously just my opinion. I'm not saying it's a bad game. I also haven't played it too far yet, but it felt kind of, you know,
Marching up.
not overwhelming, to be fully honest. Felt bad to play after this. Let's be honest.
Say no more.
Okay, I'm allowed to enter. Let me in, please. Ah, it's you again. An order came in regard to your Steam self, where to clear out the passage and let it through. So here we are, clearing and disarming the mines. I don't know why you're in such a rush to bite it, but it's none of my business. You just wait and we make a way in for you sooner or later.
Executing request.
What does that mean? He's not opening. So I still have to wait if I take this correctly, right? Okay, so probably on a later visit you are allowed to enter.
My whispers crave
I worked my ass
entertainment.
off to get in here, come on. Maybe I just have to leave this area and come back, I don't know. Let's maybe try this quickly by going inside here. I would have expected to get like direct entrance, but maybe not. Let's see if we actually have to leave the station, or if maybe leaving the area and returning already does something. I mean, it's hard to say what triggers they set in the background on when it's actually cleared. Or maybe there's some insanely crappy shit waiting for us in there, so we probably
I'll warn
shouldn't
you
be
if I
going
hear
there
anything.
as of yet. But that's hard to precast or guess. Who knows? Maybe there's some demon or Chaos Space Marine waiting for us yet again. Come on. Just want to quick check these shadow quarters, and if I cannot go there, I have to go to the ship anyhow, because there's nothing left to do on the station. If I remember correctly, I did most of the side quests off screen to speed this a little bit up, because one of the side quests was a search
Blessed
side
be
quest,
the
like
roads that we
check
take.
the station and find certain hidden spots, so I thought I'm gonna do that off screen. It was not the thing you wanna do in a single video on 3 hours. It took me some time, but it was not too hard to find, to be fully honest. Just was basically walk through the map and wait for the ping to be coming. Huh? I'm kind of... Wasn't that... I think I was there just yet and there was no marker or anything. Huh. Sometimes these quest signs are so confusing. Because even if you might not be able to do anything,
I
they
dare not
show you a
provoke the
quest sign
whispers.
and you are like, wait, oh yeah, okay. It's probably because of that old book that sent me out to find all these signs. But I haven't been... Oh, okay. What's happening? Taking
Rough
everything back.
day.
You have no idea.
I just might. That's the second bottle you've downed.
Jai Hidari. Falco sends his regards.
And what does that unholy scion of a Grox and a Brahan want from me this time? Oh, wait, I don't really care. My sole plans for tonight are drowning my grief in a sea of Amasak.
Who'll give you grief, all right? Get out!
Should they be shooting around like that in a public place?
Don't think so, Ashmag. And tell Falco to come himself next time.
Dari, I am tired of your mess. Out! Get some sleep. We'll talk about settling up later.
Okti Shireen, light of my eyes. Can't you see my soul is full of sadness? Have you no heart at all? Let go of your material concerns and let me grieve in peace. Have we met somewhere before? Greetings, Shireen. With whom do I have the honor of speaking?
Call me Hans van Klobürstenkopf, trade envoy of House van Valencius. Let's go with that one.
Well then, here's to our meeting. It doesn't take a genius to figure out that you're someone special, since you've been granted an audience with the Liege of Footfall himself. It's always a pleasure to make the acquaintance of someone powerful. And the timing couldn't be better. Jai Hidari at your service. Professional trader, shrewd commercial broker, and, may he steal my tongue if I'm lying, the most honest dealer on Footfall. Nonetheless, we all have our problems, and at times even one's many merits aren't enough to solve them. Perhaps it would be no trouble for a person with your kind of power and standing to assist someone with my kind of predicament.
Regarding the most honest dealer on Footfall, who knows how honest the others are.
I have heard a great deal about how open-minded the members of the von Valancius dynasty are, and Lady Theodora especially. Goods of incredible rarity, Shireen. But it's not just that. 24 of my people lost their lives in the impenetrable emptiness of the void to acquire them. I cannot leave their families with nothing.
Ordinary smugglers do not dress as so ostentatiously or behave so brazenly, and they are unlikely to spoil the mood of the Liege of Football with their mere appearance. This woman lost many people to obtain these rarest of goods, and to get them back she turned to Valadim Tokora, the patron of gold trade in the expanse. Her cargo can be nothing other than Xeno artifacts, creations of the enemies of humanity branded with heresy. Are you asking upstanding citizens to be party to the trafficking of Xeno artifacts? I should have you executed on the spot for such a suggestion. Your cargo is nothing but foul Xeno heresy.
Should I take that as a no? That's too bad. Too bad. Well, in that case, thank you for listening to the tragic tale of a lady down on her luck. If you happen to change your mind, I'll be around here somewhere. Actually.
So I guess that's some kind of side quest,
Shireen,
but...
glad to see you in good health. Have you perchance been moved from indifference to sympathy already? With life? What kind of life can a distressed servant of the Exalted One have? Left at the mercy of Footfall's slavering dogs. My situation is still precarious, Shireen, and I'm still desperate for help. You see, Shireen, there's one cardinal rule on Footfall. Anything goes as long as it doesn't get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Leech for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladium, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that taking Heydari's property carries certain risks.
Jay appears to be a serious operator on Footfall. The Leech's refusal to help means the loss of a potential ally, so Jay's encroaching on his turf. If Valabin is not responsible for the disappearance of Jay's cargo, we will certainly benefit greatly from it. If the Leech is neglecting his duties, I shall become your patron. I suspect that Valabin wants to keep the cargo out of your hands, and I want to put him in his place. I'm not interested.
Ask as many as you wish, Shireen. Trust is the key to a successful endeavor. A fair deal, Shireen. If your heart desires, we'll split the recovered cargo 50-50. That will be fair. But if goods of incredible rarity do not interest you, then I'll make it worth your while with some bonds equal in value to a couple of full holds. Of course, I am aware that my personal means cannot compare to yours, Shireen. So I do not hope to impress you with money. But I can offer something else. My boundless knowledge. Surely you will appreciate the services of an expert on trading operations. Where I'm from, they call this kind of deal wisdom selling.
The question is, how would I need her wisdom?
I'm starting to like her.
You truly know how to do business, Shireen. You demand payment before giving an answer because you're aware of the weakness of my position. I respect that. And I don't know if it's the alcohol talking or just a feeling I have, but I want to take that risk with you.
I knew it was good to boost that commerce skill.
True jewels are meant to be held in the hands of the worthiest, Shireen. Please, accept this humble gift.
She reaches into her polished boot and produces a small package which she offers to you. Okay, I don't know what's inside the package.
There's one cardinal rule on Footfall.
Ah, okay.
Anything
Sharpshot
goes as
stimulant
long
and
as
a
it
pain
doesn't
buffer.
get in the way of business. I'm someone who's been able to exploit that rule to the fullest. And in recent years, I've hit it so big, I've become a speck of sand in someone's green eye. They used to throw small wrenches into my dealings here and there. Well, now they've decided to really put their backs into it. Some rats stolen my cargo and dragged it off to the seediest part of the Shadow Quarters. A crummy place even for connoisseurs of Footfall's unique atmosphere. When I asked the Leech for protection, we had a mutual misunderstanding. I believe Vladium, in a most lamentable fashion, has forgotten his duties as guardian of the downtrodden and wronged. So I'm in desperate need of a new one. And you, Shireen, fit the bill perfectly. All I need is for you to drop by one dark corner of Footfall Shadow Quarters and pound it into the thieves' heads that take...
Okay, we already had that. Come on, let's help her.
May the Exalted One bless you and
I really
your
need to get
progeny.
to that Shadow Quarters.
Then
somehow.
here's what we'll do. We shouldn't be seen together before we make it to the safe house. I'll head there first. I'll take my own special route so I won't be spotted. Right. Here. That's where those ashmags are keeping the stolen cargo. Out the bar, over the bridge, and to the left. There, in the depths, you'll find a small courtyard, through which you can get to the place. I'll be waiting nearby. You can come when it suits you, but the sooner you do, the better. I'll see you then, Shireen.
Okay, so we got another
Onward.
side quest in the Shadow Quarters. This is getting annoying, as I still cannot enter. But then again, her the place where I have to go with her, that might be something completely different.
Let's proceed.
Because I remember from one of the other side quests there was a warehouse in the shadow quarters, basically. So yeah, let's have a look if that actually opened up. And if not, I got to return to the ship to progress somewhat, somehow. Yeah. I mean, sometimes some of these passages are a little bit dragged out. Feels like the loading times and stuff like that are a little bit annoying in my opinion, but otherwise I'm still very fond with this game. Also, the points I mentioned in earlier episodes, like
Activating motive
the stats could be a little bit more clear, and skills like that. They just basically give you math formulas to calculate everything yourself if you choose to do so, but yeah. That's a tad bit annoying because I don't want to sit here with a calculator and see what kind of bonus I'm getting for taking the skill. Okay. So I guess for now it's back to the ship, as I'm not yet allowed to enter. Okay, I mean there's this dark hideout thing. I'm not sure. I don't think it's the area where we would have to go with the secret passage, because she said like in the quarantine zone or something like that. I think, maybe. Did she? Well, never mind. But that dark hideout, there was something. There was a bunch of cultists. That was basically the Agatha Argenta side quest. Her personal grievances. Let's go to the dock. Also, what kind of was strange, there was like a group of refugees that I sent to the dock where, well, I told them I want to speak with you there, but they never arrived there. So who knows? Maybe someone slaughtered them or whatever, whatnot. Or someone let them on my ship, which I do not hope that happened, because I just want to talk with them, not give them a new home. All these filthy people that want to get on board, you have to be careful.
Something ominous lurks ahead.
Still have Miss Looting? How? How is that thing? Oh yeah, I remember there was a strange code, and yeah, I haven't found any code yet, so I don't know what I would have to enter here, but at the same time, I don't want to just look it up in the web and cheese myself to it, so yeah, let's wait until I find out. If I don't find out, I will cheese it. Vice versa, the web. Heinrichs! You bastard! A familiar figure turns to you. Heinrichs von Kellogg's, interrogator of the Order of Xenos, bows his head respectfully. Honored interrogator, what a surprise. Did you pre-chance leave something in your cavern? Not at all, First Officer Vessarian. I'm not in the habit of leaving a trail, but I thank you for your concern. I am pleased to see you again, Heinrichs. Greetings, interrogator. To what do I owe the pleasure of this latest visit? Or just you again? Let's go with that one. Heinrichs allows himself a hint of a smile. I'm glad to hear that my presence aboard the ship did not leave you with any unpleasant memories. I hope your disposition won't change once I have explained the reason for my visit. He and me, we are pretty much like buddies. We're both into the flaming death to heretics thing, so yeah, we got. I was able to contact my mentor and report the tragic events that transpired on Riker and Oris. I also received some information from my agents regarding the movements and actions of enemies of humanity. No worries, that's still some idiots still lighting fireworks. I'm not in a war zone, including the Xenos that we are assuming we are involved in the theft of the star. According to their findings, the threat now hangs over other worlds. This time yours, Lord Captain. Heinrichs clears his throat and begins in a pointedly official tone. By the order of Lord Inquisitor Xavier Calzaza, whose duty is to stand sentinel over the grounds, expense the rogue trader of House Van Valensis take on board the agent of the Most Holy Inquisition and provide escort and support in deeds great and small that serve to safeguard the territories of the Imperium against its enemies. This decree is effective immediately upon announcement and remains in effect until decided otherwise by His Excellency Galkazar. That's a problem. This is barely all I got from this is that ridding ourselves of this snitch won't be easy. Heinrichs, would you mind translating the torrent of verbiage you just unleashed upon me? I can't really say no, can I? What exactly caused this need to rejoin my crew? It causes the activity of humanity's enemies, including the cult of the Final Dawn. In my absence, the situation on the Corona's expanse has changed. I have received an exhaustive report from my agents. This heresy has taken root in the region where the Van Valencia's worlds lie. You probably already know about the fate of the industrial world of Kiava Gama. If not, then I will share what details I know, but not here. Better to talk on board where you will not be overheard. Heinrich, would you mind translating the torrent of verbiage? Okay, I rogue trader, blah blah blah. Welcome to the agent. We already had that. Yes. Sam Psycho was an Inquisitor was set in my retinue for free, no less. The other rogue players were positively green with envy. Let's just go with that one. Not the most common response to the news that I will constantly breathing down your neck. You aren't wrong though. I prefer to repay favors in kind. Assist me by ensuring that my work is unobstructed and I will assist you in return. I must also deliver this to you. Hyrex pulls out the sealed letter. The Lord Inquisitor specified that the contents of these envelopes are for your eyes only. I would ask you to read it as soon as you have the time. That is everything for the time being. Are you headed to the ship or do you still have business on Footfall? Whatever the case, I can either wait for you on board or accompany you as a part of your retinue. At the moment, sadly, we are kind of good, so we're just gonna go back. I wonder what this is already again about. I mean, as we basically were just facing heresy and mutiny and heresy and mutiny and more heresy and mutiny, I got a strong feeling that it might conclude something like heresy and mutiny we have to root out, but you know, that's the life in the 34th millennia. Lord Captain, the inspection of the ship's system is complete. The tech priests are reporting the machine spirits are calm and satisfied. Everything is ready for onward travel. Expect there's an issue you must be made aware of. Oh my god, I've been studying the records left by the vessel's previous navigator. I wanted to double check the route to Daragonus and discovered that it does not match the one recorded in the atlas. It is more than a minor warp fluctuation. The route has been wiped out. It can no longer be used for traveling. To make matters worse, I started checking the paths from the atlas one after the other and saw the same thing everywhere. The warp is roiling with an ominous storm, bursting with vivid and screaming colors. It will not hinder our movement, but all previous knowledge is now utterly useless. Okay, that sounds concerning. Warp storms are our enemy, just like heretics and demons. It is a shame they cannot be dispersed with a flame or a bolter. Now we can be certain that problems with astropathic communication in Corona's expanse are no coincidence. There's a warp disturbance in your way, Lord Captain. It is swallowing messages and disturbing familiar routes. This means you need to locate the keywords of the Van Valencia's protectorate as soon as possible. I'm talking about Janus, Dragonus and Kiava Gamma. Charting new routes so they can be reached and restoring control will be the necessary next step. What would the consequences of losing contact with these worlds be? A world depriving of connection to its neighboring systems and the Corona's expanse infrastructure can only rely on itself, and their capabilities are often limited. For example, Uranus does not have a fleet of its own. Pirates, cultists, heretics, xenos, anyone could prey on the helpless planet. The loss of communication is a threat to your position. A rogue trader with no protectorate to back them is one that grows weaker by the day. The Voxmaster is entirely correct. You are a rogue trader, Huntsman Clobos, the Cop Van Valencia's successor to Theodora, one of the most influential women this side of the Moor, but you are also new to the business of governing. Many will doubt your competence and try to carve up your protectorate so they can snatch a piece for themselves. It is important to show your potential allies and foes that you are in control of the situation, which is why the sooner we reclaim these lost worlds, the better. Tell me about Janus. I guess that was the ugly word, yes. Was altered extensively to become an ugly word. This is a powerful food base capable of supplying blah blah blah. Indianapolis owes much of its prosperity to the Governor House of Wyatt. Under its leadership, the world has grown ever more prosperous year after year, securing shipments and taxes while keeping the workforce tightly controlled. Kiawagama, an industrial world, is being managed by the Governor House of Gaprak and supplies your protectorate with their mineral resources. Additionally, the planet features an adaptive mechanical manufactorum that processes materials and prepares them for shipment. I testify that Kiawagama is a world marked by the Omnissiah's patronage. By his grace, the manufactorum of the colony are inhabited by committed and industrious machine spirits. Mistress Tolliman neglected to mention that the Kiawagama manufactorum also supplies heavy machinery, from forage harvesters to vessel systems and components. You display commendable knowledge of our world's manufacturing capability, Van Calax. Pleased to be of service. Sketchy guy. Dagonos is the heart and soul of your protectorate. This is where the main administrative resources and storage facilities are, and so in the Van Valences Palace. If you would like to know, this is where you will publicly accept the title of the Rogue Trader. Dragonos is a major administrative hub that runs the cargo fleet and keeps track of finances. Abelard, what is your opinion? Which world should we deal with first? Rediscovering the ugly world will supply your protectorate with something none your servants can do without sustenance. Food. The importance of basic supplies should not be underestimated. Just look at Footfall in its current pitiful state. On the other hand, I am concerned by the rumors concerning Kiawagama. There have been no problems on Janus for many years, but something is very wrong with the industrial world right now. Delay may cost us the entire planet. I trust I do not have to explain the capital world. Losing it would make us the laughingstock of the other dynasties. Besides, the loss of chronicles and ledgers would spell a bureaucratic catastrophe. So all three systems are really vital to the protectorate. It falls to you to decide which should be brought into the fold before the rest. So basically, all are important. Losing anyone is bad. Ha! Very well, our course is clear. Do my officers have any other issues that require immediate attention? This is all, Lord Captain. The vessels and the crew await your instructions are ready to depart Footfall immediately, should you desire to do so. Yeah, I guess we are at this point, so yeah. Well, I wanted to basically make this the second Footfall episode and conclude the station with that. Let's have a quick look at the map. What would be the next destination or locations we can choose from? Lord Captain, we are once more within reach of the Van Valences Protectorate. Of utmost urgency is restoring communication with your planets and bestowing you the wisdom of your decrees upon their stewards, developing colonies, claiming new territories, and establishing trade links. All this is now your privilege and burden. Mobile extracticum, okay. Okay, well... What? No moving it. Okay, I guess I cannot look around this, so probably this would be my next location. I was just a little bit curious about artificial facility, unidentified object. I guess that's artificial, and that's unidentified object. So yeah, well, let's make a little cut here, or maybe let's fly over to this. Should be very quick and easy. And afterwards, I hopefully am off to my home world. Lord Captain, the station's airlocks have been sealed from the inside, vox recording and dialogue. I remember that was... Or was it the station? Oh, that's the station, okay. I thought that was the dead world. A mobile mining outpost assembled in accordance with the blessed standard template. Small can be deployed on practically any world, however, the Surf clan assigned to it will devote itself to the maintenance of the second rank and the extraction of the nearby the Rogue Trader. So I guess it's not possible here anyhow. So no, not scan. Okay. Yeah. Well, let's make a cut here. I finished Footfall Station. Have literally no freaking clue where I would have to go now or what to do now. So hopefully I'm gonna figure that out till the next episode. I feel pretty stupid right now. Well, hope you enjoyed. Hope to have you back for another one. Wishing you the very best and see you soon. Help me. Goodbye.